Namaste, everybody. I'm Don, and simple question. Why do we stretch more deeply into a posture on the exhalation than on the inhalation? And the answer is very simple. Well, yeah, it could be complicated, but I'll keep it very simple. It's simply because when you exhale, there's less expansion of the lungs, and the musculature around the lungs ribs makes it easier for you to stretch further into the posture. So when you are doing, say, a spinal twist, you go deeper into the twist on the exhalation. But if you want to get an additional stretch, I don't know what the percentage is of when you take a full breath and your lungs are at full capacity, what the percentage of additional stretch that your muscles get. But let's say it's 10%. My personal sense is it's somewhere between 10 and 20% that the muscles get further elongated. So I'm pretty sure I've come close to injuring myself by taking a breath at the wrong time in a class. So not recently, but I am aware that this has happened where my breathing was off or I wasn't mindful of it. So I took a deep inhalation in a deep stretch and I felt it. So if you're in a deep stretch and you've exhaled and now you want to get a deeper stretch, you can slowly inhale. But of course, you don't want to do damage to yourself. So you have to be very mindful. But you don't take a quick inhalation when you're fully stretched. Okay? So, because you could do damage. You read medical things where people sprained their backs because they were sneezing. Well, that quick release like that, it sounds funny that somebody would sprain their back from sneezing, but it's so aggressive. This is a much more controlled, in a yoga environment, inhaling and exhaling, but you could still do damage to yourself by inhaling at the wrong time, or at a bad time, let's put it that way. So when you're going to go deeper into a stretch, like say, you're just going to come forward and you take a deep breath, that's comfortable. And then on the exhalation, you come further and further down. So you'll know the limits of your flexibility and as you're being more mindful of it. But being mindful of that will help you not only stay healthy, but become more mindful of when to breathe and when not to breathe, out of which you'll develop a consistency in your yoga practice. And believe it or not, the more mindful you become of your breathing on the mat, you'll be more mindful of it off the mat, because the mind doesn't necessarily distinguish between when you're on the mat and off the mat. Habits are habits, which is why we want to have good habits when we're on the mat too, because that can inform us off the mat, which is one of the goals. So there you have it. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe if you haven't. I'd love to have you join the family. And I'll see you on another video. Namaste.